Okay, so we can get started. We'll hear some more about PostgreSQL and I guess database as a service.
You can create a custom database instances with the flavors, like whatever flavor if you want, one CPU, two CPUs, or with the custom RAM, something like that, and you can automatically increase the storage size as needed, and you can also secure the communication between the clients and the database instances through SSL protocol. So you can do that, and you can have automated on-demand file system level backups, and you can also do the incremental backups, and you can create multiple RAID replicas and promote them and stuff. And these are the features supported by the Trove for PostgreSQL, and you can also add many more. And the Trove has, and for example, if you take the backup strategies of for the PostgreSQL, you can suppose if you want to back up a PostgreSQL instance, and you can use page dump as a strategy, or if you want to use a base backup, you want to use a big backup, and for example, if you want to store the backups in the Swift, you can use the Swift strategy. You can upload all the database backups to the Swift containers, or you can write your own strategy, like you can upload all the backups to the AVS or some other storage provider, and you can write your own strategy. Yeah. So right now, yeah. So right now, I think one of the main intention of this talk is to have a live demo, so that we can create a Postgres instance and create, populate, backup, and restore the database, and create an active passive cluster, and switch from one to another, and automated backups, and tuning the database on the fly. We can also tune the database on the fly. And one of the main aspects of the Trove is, with the Trove, you don't need to touch the database instance. You create the instance, and everything is done through the API. Suppose if you want to tune the database, like if you want to tune the database, you can do it with the help of the API. You no need to touch the server, and you no need to log into the database instance also. So that is the main intention of the Trove. Yeah, let's dive into a live demo. Yeah, let's create a PostgreSQL instance. Yeah, let's launch an instance. Yeah, I create a name. So you can have the volume, and you can also define the volume types if you have volume types enabled in your OpenStack environment. So right now we have, I can put NVMe. So I can have a multiple data stores, like you can launch 10, 9.6, and 9.4. And you can also decide the flavor, which flavor you want, and you can also decide the locality, like affinity groups. Like if you have an application server, and you can define an affinity group so that your database instance will be launched on the same compute node, stuff like that. So and you can have a networking. So I click internal network. So let's create a database. So click, you launch a database instance. It will take some time to spawn. So it's still pulling. So you can see that it spawns a virtual machine here. Yeah, see that it really spawns a virtual machine. So let's go back to the database. What?
When you do backup,
Yeah.
you do the backup of the whole.
No, just volume.
Just the volume.
Yeah, actually, you can see that. Yeah, it's active. For example, you can see that. Actually, it has a volume attached, and we back up only the database. So not the whole operating system. So you can launch the database, and so right now I will attach a floating IP and I will access that. So yeah. PSQL minus H. Yeah. Yeah, something. Yeah. Yeah, capital U. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, sorry. Actually, I'll try to attach once more. No, sorry. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's how you can access the database, and you can use the database and stuff like that. So this is how you can access. So let's close the database and let's back it up. Yeah, this is how you can access the database. So if you have a multiple internal networks, you can access the database through internal networks. Right now, I have to go through the floating IP because I don't have a VPN, stuff like that. So yeah, let's create a backup and restore it. Yeah, let's create a backup. So the instance, and so this will create a backup.
Only create the backup of the SQL file.
Yeah, it's only create the. Actually, it uses the base backup strategy, PG base backup strategy. So it only creates the backup, and it will encrypt the backup, and it will store it in the zip storage, and then you can restore. Suppose if you, yeah. Yeah, you can see that its backup is completed, and actually it stores in the Swift store. And you can also store the backup in a different OpenStack cloud. So this is where it stores the backup, and yeah, and you can also by a simple click you can restore the backup.
This backup seems slow because you have only empty database.
No, the backup is not slow. The user interface is slow. Actually, we're checking, and we are using Profiler to check what's actually going slow. This backup is not slow, I think. Yeah, and you can restore the backup by a single click. Yes. Yeah, that's it. And you can also do the incremental backups, like the Swift uses incremental backup, and you can also do a full backup or incremental backup. And if you have a component called Mistral is a workflow as a service in OpenStack. You can actually schedule these backups. Like you can say that I want a backup every day 6 a.m. in the morning. So you can schedule the backups. That's building. And what you can do is you can also do create a read replica, and you can direct all the read requests to an instance. And what you can suppose if you click this, you can also check out the logs through the dashboard, and you can create users, and you can create databases. So you can see, like, you can check out how many users are there, and you can also create databases on the fly, and you can check the logs. The important thing is you can tune the database using this UI or see. So yeah, you can also edit. And there's a concept called configuration groups. Like configuration groups, for example, if you click on it, you can see that this is a configuration group. Like PostgreSQL has a lot of configurations you can choose from. Suppose if I want to create I want to add a parameter like this. These are all the PostgreSQL options. Like if you want to change the maximum number of connections, or if you want to tune the database, you simply click it, and put a value, for example, and add parameters, and attach this configuration group to the database instance, so that the changes will automatically get deployed. So yeah, you can see that we have restored from a backup, and so and you can also create a RAID replica. Suppose create a RAID replica of a database. So replicate from instance. So what it will do is it will create a backup, and it will restore from the backup, and it uses wall streaming. So it streams the wall files directly to the RAID replica, so that you can use it for RAIDing operations. So you can see that it is doing a backup. Yeah. In the main mail, I can attach configuration groups. Like in order to tune the database, you need to attach the configuration group. Let's click that. So attach a configuration group like Postgres, and click it, and what it will do is it will restore the database in order to make into effect all the configuration changes. Yeah. Yeah, right now we are supporting MySQL and PostgreSQL. In the future, we plan to support Redis and Cassandra, so that you can have a wide range of databases. Yeah, it become active. So and you can also set up a root access to the database, like manage the root access. So it will create a root user with a password, and you can log into it. Yeah, you can enable the root. Yeah. I can log in as a root. Yeah, I think I'm not able to copy it. But you can grant the root access and disable the root access whenever you want. Yeah. And yes. It will restore the instance, so all your configuration changes will come into effect of the restore. Yes. Yeah, that's it. And you can you can also use the command line, Trove command line client, stuff like that. Yeah, I think the main intention is to focus on your app, not on the database, and we manage the database for you. So, any questions? Yeah.
Possible.
Right. Does it? Yeah. So, how big databases in terms of database sizes have you used with this? Is like multi 100 gigabytes of databases, or is it just?
No, I think the maximum size that we are running today is 60 gigabytes, and you can scale on the fly. It's no limit to that. And we have been using the multiple storage backends for the database. If you want fast IOPS, slow IOPS, you can do it using volume types in OpenStack.
Are there any other questions? Not, then maybe a question from my side. So,
Yeah.
my CTO always said that Trove is not that production ready. At least he told me like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I heard recently that a few people left the whole project. So
Yes.
what's the status
Actually,
on that?
this project is started by a company called Tesora, and that company is bought by that company is being bought by I think they are also OpenStack distributor. They run an OpenStack distribution, and so I think there is not so many active contribution in this project, and but this project is pretty simple, and you can tune it according to your needs. But it works for us. Like today we have been using 100 PostgreSQL instances, so it makes our life easy. So that's why I suggest you to try this. And if you are a public cloud provider, and if you want to compete with AWS or Google Cloud, so put this service on your cloud. Then you can attract some customers.
Okay. Any further questions?
And you can also monitor your database. It's also included. You can also monitor using Prometheus and exporters, writing some exporters and Prometheus. Yeah, and we monitor using Prometheus, these databases. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, thank you very much for your demo.